Good evening, my divine friends. Welcome to day 5 of the 5-day yoga challenge with Kwench. In today's challenge, we will learn to perform Sun Salutation, known as Surya Namaskar in Sanskrit. It is impossible to imagine the world without Surya or the sun. All life depends on sun's energy and nothing can survive without it. It is truly the soul of all things. The sun's power actuates the body, prana, and even the mind without one's knowing it. The Surya Namaskar is devoted to the worship of the sun. It is daily practiced by devotees during their morning prayers, known as Sandhya Vandana in Sanskrit. It is generally done the beginning of any yoga practice and acts as a great warm-up exercises. A human being can be successful and live a happy life when there is physical, mental, and spiritual harmony. An unhealthy body distracts the mind, making it unable to concentrate. A healthy and well-built body with an undeveloped mind is capable of much harm and little good to anyone. A good body with a keen mind but with a dormant inner spirit will lack fortitude. Surya Namaskar achieves this harmonious development of the body, mind, and spirit. It is suitable for beginners and advanced practitioners alike. Surya Namaskar is a combined process of yoga, asana, and pranayama. It is a perfect and intensive set of 12 postures done in a small amount of time. It reduces abdominal fat, brings flexibility to the spine and limbs, and increases breathing capacity. Today we will learn to perform Surya Namaskar in 3 ways. First, we will focus on body alignment. In the second one, we will focus on the breathing awareness. And in the third one, we will focus on the meditative aspects, accompanied by a mantra. So, let's begin. Remember, as we focus on the alignment, we will maintain normal breathing pattern. The first posture in the sequence is the Namaste, known as Pranayama Dhyana in Sanskrit. Stand upright on the front end of your mat and ensure that your feet are placed close to each other. Ensure that your body weight is equally balanced on both legs. Engage your quads, engage your glutes slightly but do not squeeze. Engage your core, make sure that your spine is erect with the neck held straight. Now raise your hands and bring the palm together on top of your head. Slowly bring them down in front of your chest, forming the Namaste gesture. The next posture is the raised arm pose, known as Hastautanasana in Sanskrit. Now raise your palm together and separate them above the head. Your head is between the hands and your biceps close to your ears. Relax your shoulder. Now let the hands and your head fall behind together while slightly bending the upper back. Keep your core engaged. Do not bend too much and make the stretch too intense, as it will compress your lower back. Do not let the head fall before the hands, as it will compress the back of the neck. next movement is the standing forward bend, known as Hasta Padasana or Uttanasana in Sanskrit. We will perform this without rounding the back. Now, slowly start bending forward, keeping the spine extended. Keep the core engaged so that the back is neutral. Bend from the hip and not from the lower back. The head and spine is one unit. Slowly come down as much as you can. Place the hands next to the feet such that the fingers are in line with the toes. If your hamstrings are tight, you can bend your legs. Listen to your body. The next movement is the high lunge, known as Ashwasanchalana Asana in Sanskrit. Bend your knees slightly and stretch your right leg backward. Raise your head and look up. If you feel that your back is rounding while looking up, cup the fingers and lift the chest. Your right knee should not travel ahead of the right toes. Ensure that the right knee, ankle, and the second toe is in one line. The next movement is the plank pose, known as Adho Mukha Dandasana in Sanskrit. Bring your left leg behind such that both heels are together. Plank means a straight line. Drop the buttocks such that the ankles and knees are in a straight line with the back and the neck. Shoulders and palms are in a straight line as well. Spread your fingers wide. Engage your core. The next movement is the eight-limbed salutation known as Ashtanga Namaskar in Sanskrit. Bring down your knees and rest them on the floor. Drop your chest in between the palms and rest it on the floor. Place your chin on the floor. Now, 8 limbs of your body are touching the floor. 2 feet, 2 knees, 2 palms, chest and the chin. Next movement is the cobra, known as Bhujangasana in Sanskrit. Extend the legs and flatten the toes. This will engage the pelvis. Now lift yourself with the lower back and abdominal muscles, not your hands. Elbows are tucked in while the shoulders are loose, giving a nice stretch to the chest. The next movement is the mountain pose, known as Parvatasana in Sanskrit. Tuck the toes in and use the hands to lift the chest first. Now lift the buttocks and press the heels firmly to the ground. You can bring your feet a little ahead before pressing the heels down. If the heels do not reach the floor, it is okay. Form a position such that your back and legs resemble 2 sides of a triangle. Do not bend your legs and back while in a triangle shape. They should be straight. we go back to the high lunge Sanchalana Asana. Lift your right foot and bring it forward. Place it in between the palms. If you feel that your back is rounding while looking up, cup the fingers and lift the chest. Your right knee should not travel ahead of the right toes. Ensure that the right knee, ankle, and the second toe is in one line. Next, we go into the forward bend, Hasta Padasana. Bring your left foot ahead, bring your stomach to the thighs, then your chest, and then your forehead. Keep your core activate. With your palms touching the floor, inhale and raise your chest up, engaging your core. Now lift your arms up and go back into the raised arm pose, Hasta Uttanasana. Your head in between the hands and your biceps close to your ears. Relaxing your shoulder, let the hands and your head fall behind together while slightly bending the upper back. Keep your core engaged. Straightening your back, join the palms on top of your head and slowly bring them in front of your chest. Straightening your back, join the palms on top of your head and slowly bring them in front of your chest. Namaste. To perform asana correctly in Ashtanga Yoga, we must incorporate the use of vinyasa and tirasthana. Vinyasa means breathing and movement. For each movement, there is one breath. One single rule is that when the chest expands during backward bends, inhale, and when it contracts in forward bends, exhale. As you breathe, so shall you move. Remember to use all the alignment that you have just learned. Inhale, raise your hands and bring the palms together on top of your head. Exhale, while slowly bring them down in front of your chest into Namaste, Pranayama. Inhale while raising the hands. Keep your shoulder blades relaxed and the head in between the biceps. Head and hands go together as one unit into a backward bend. Keep the core engaged, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale and slowly start bending forward, keeping the spine extended. Keep the core engaged and bend from the hip. Come down as much as you can and place the hands next to the feet. Bend your legs if needed, Hasta Padasana. Inhale, stretch your right leg backward, raise your head and look up. Sanchalana Asana. Hold your breath. Bring your left leg behind and drop your buttocks to form of a straight line. Keeping your core engaged, Adho Mukha Dandasana. Exhale, drop your knees to the floor and the chest in between the palms. Your chin is touching the floor. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, extend the legs and flatten the toes. Lift yourself with lower back and abdominal muscles. Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes in and use the hands to lift the chest first. Now lift the buttock and press the heels firmly to the ground. Parvatasana, mountain pose. Inhale, lift your right foot and place in between the palms. Cup the fingers and lift the chest. Ashwashanchalana Asana. Exhale, bring your left foot ahead. Keep your core activated. Hastapadasana. Inhale with your palms touching the floor. Raise your chest up, keeping the core engaged. Lift your arms up. Your head is between the hands and your biceps close to your ears. Relaxing your shoulder, let the hands and your head fall behind together while slightly bending the upper back. Keep your core engaged. Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, slowly straightening your back. Join the palms on the top of your head and bring them in front of your chest. Namaste. The sun in India is not regarded just as burning ball of atomic energy. Surya is the creative principle. It manifests as life-giving power, sustaining strength everywhere. The deity of the celebrated Gayatri Mantra is the sun. It is a powerful symbol of spiritual consciousness. The main purpose of Surya Namaskar is to offer our gratitude towards the sun. This depends our sense of connection to the divine, thus becoming a meditation. As we meditate on different qualities of the sun with our entire being, we start acquiring its unique qualities. The 12 asanas are an homage to the qualities of the sun. These qualities are 4 in the 12 mantras, naming its many manifestations. The translations are from Swami Satyananda Saraswati of the Bihar School of Yoga and Dr. K.S. Charan, author of Surya, the Sun God. Om Mitraya Namaha. Mitra is a friend. The sun is regarded as the ultimate friend, selflessly giving light, heat and energy to all without expecting any return. I bow down to the one who is affectionate to all. Om Ravaye Namaha. Ravi is radiance. The sun shines his blessings upon every being, and we turn ourselves upwards to take in its radiance. I bow down to the one who is the cause of change. Om Suryaya Namaha. Surya is the one who induces activity. Surya represents consciousness itself, bringing everything into manifestation. I bow down to the one who induces activity. Om Bhanave Namaha. Bhanu is the dissipator of darkness. The rays of the sun bring light into our lives, illuminating our path and revealing what hides in shadow. I bow down to the one who illumines. Om Khagaya Namaha. Khaga is the all-pervading. The movement of the sun across the sky is basis for measurement of time. We honor the concept of time through honoring the Khaga. I bow down to the one who moves through the sky. Om Pushane Namaha. Pushan is the mystic fire that gives. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. Hiranyagarbha is the golden cosmic self. It is the golden egg which is the source of creation itself. I bow down to the golden cosmic self. Om Marichai Namaha. Marichi is the first ray of light. Marichi is the son of Brahma, emanating the first rays of light, distinguishing the real from the false, seeking true meaning. I bow down to the Lord of the dawn. Om Adityaya Namaha. Aditya is the aspects of Vishnu, son of Aditi. Aditi is one of the names of the cosmic mother, the creative power who gives birth to all life. I bow down to the son of Aditi. Om Savitrai Namaha. Savitri is the light of enlightenment. The sun before sunrise is known as Savitri, stimulating and arousing us from sleep, awakening our consciousness. I bow down to the source of creativity. Om Arkaya Namaha. Arka is a ray of light. Arka means energy, and the sun is the radiant source of all energy and vitality. I bow down to the radiant one. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. Bhaskar is the one who leads to enlightenment. The sun represents the revealer of the great truth, illuminating our path to enlightenment. I bow down to the one who leads to enlightenment. It is not easy to chant mantras during inhalation and sometimes during exhalation too. There are two options. First option is to chant the mantra in the mind without any sound. The second option is to do the pose and vinyasa breathing with each step, and then at the end of each pose, inhale and exhale normally and chant the mantra. This has the added benefits of holding each pose for longer. Watch me first performing each postures while reciting the mantras, and then you can follow along. As you practice, you will start to associate the mantras with the postures, and you won't need to remember them. नमः। ॐ भानवे नमः। ॐ खगाय नमः। ॐ पूषणे नमः। ॐ हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ॐ मरीचे नमः। आदित्याय नमः। ॐ सवित्रे नमः। ॐ अर्काय नमः। भास्कराय नमः। If you like today's challenge and would want more of such videos, press the like button below and subscribe to our channel. You can download the PDF of today's challenge in the link below. Thank you all for joining in. This is Abhishek signing off. See you again shortly. Namaste.